welcome to the Unbreakable Hearts channel. Like that?
Good morning here, YouTube people. What is going on with you all today? So this is my croissant. This will be my breakfast for the day. Everything's looking good, and I'm thriving and everything else, and that's how it's supposed to be. But the person that gives me strength is my Father, and only my Father can do that. Everybody else, nah. But my Father can. He surely can give me the strength to move forward in my life. And he does it for me. Doesn't do it to me, he does it for me. Like I was talking about yesterday. Anyways, I just wanted to show you my croissant. And also, I didn't actually show my hand at how small the bag of hash browns is, that it could fit in the palm of my hand. So I guess seeing is believing, but there it is in the palm of my hand. A very rarity to see one of these even flying around, but more rare to see it on the sidewalk in the middle of Midtown. It's a poor hummingbird. It's the smallest bird on the planet. It kind of looks like a butterfly, but it's small. I got it right down in its face. And that's how little it looks from up here. And I got the phone like just above my belly button. So, but yeah, I used to see a lot of these over at my mom's house because she has a hummingbird feeder, and they drink liquid. That's about all that they go on, I guess. I mean, maybe they eat seeds or whatever. I don't know. I've never seen them do it. But they have a feeder with liquid in it, and they eat that as food or whatever. I don't know what they do if you don't give them food, but that's what they look like. It's a hummingbird, and it is dead. I got a video coming up for you in a minute or two. Please hold on. Good morning here again, YouTube people. What is going on with you all today? It's happy Monday to you all. Everything is going great. People are already working over there in the parking lot, and it is coming right along. I probably could go over there and walk up in there and that, but I'm not gonna. I don't really like to be around explosives and that. I know mostly everybody over there. Everybody on the street actually knows me. If they don't know me by my name, they know me just by seeing me out here, I probably spend a good 2 or 3 hours out here a day, 7 days a week, It's kind of a area to relax in, and I enjoy a lot of the people that come through here. A lot of people just like to stop and talk to me for a while. I just got done talking to this gay guy, I guess you could say. He's an old guy. He's probably in his 70s. And his partner, I would say he's closer to my age. Maybe a little bit older, maybe 60, 61, 62, something like that. But yeah, they come walking through here, but a lot of times the older guy, he comes through with his dog, and they named their dog both of their mother's names. So the dog's name is Annie Joan. And, you know, the dog's a cute little white, furry looking thing, you know. I don't really know exactly what the dog is. It has a little bit of a couple of dogs in it, so it's probably just a mutt. But I wanted to talk to you about, well, the goings-on of today's day. And we're quickly moving into this phase, okay? What I mean by that is, right now, people that were evil, that used to own a lot of properties and houses and cars and this and that and everything else, they're going to start losing everything that they have, just completely. My father allowed that to happen at one time because it was pretty much considered evil if you had way too much money, you know. I am speaking differently than most of our pastors out here, if that tells you anything. But, you know, it's not a sin to have money, but it is if you're not helping other people. See, there's so much of a imbalance that things have to balance out, okay? Like for me, no matter what anybody says, I always yearn to help other people. That is me. I feel complete and balanced when I'm actually helping other people. If I have other people helping me always, I don't even feel comfortable in my own skin like that. But yeah, I enjoy. It actually gives me great joy to be able to help other people. It truly does. And, you know, I have to be able to help myself first to get in the position to help other people. And a lot of people actually have this and they don't have any money. So, you know, in this time right here, we're moving into this season where my father is going to start taking from them and get it he's going to act just like Robin Hood would. Take from the rich and give to the poor, okay? And he don't have to do it in the Robin Hood manner and all that, of course. He's going to make it to where the poor people are going to help out the other poor people. There should not be one person on this earth that is poor. There shouldn't be, but there is. And the whole reason behind it is because the rich people that have the money are evil. Plain and simple. They're just plain evil. Okay? They picked up on godly principles and used those godly principles to get their money, and then they had nothing to do with God after that. My father. They did not use anything wisely, you know. So in this season that we are embarking, it's going to be a season of blessings for the true people of my father. Because like I said, you have people in the church that are Satanists, devil worshippers, witches and warlocks, you name it. They're all over the place. But especially and I will put emphasis on this, especially in the church, because they want to bring the church down. They want to destroy the church. And through the years, a lot of pastors felt like that if they had more people in the church, that they were striving and stuff. But what they failed to discern was that 65% of those people were actually not good for the church. And, you know, it all goes on behind the scenes. They don't let other people know who they are and what they're doing in the church. So they completely choke the church out. And that's why a lot of people have left the church. I don't care what organization, and it's in the Bible, that many will fall. Many will leave the church. Many will not believe in my Father again because of the people that are within the church organization. And it's incredible. Just go on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, any of these places you can see videos at, and you'll see people talking about pastors and ministers and this and that and what they are doing. We are not supposed to fret upon these people. Let them do their evil, because they're going to do it anyway. Us pointing it out to other people is not helping anything. It really isn't. I guess they feel like they're doing something positive, and maybe that is so to a certain degree. But I had a pastor, I don't know, a few years back. We were in the back of the church, and you know, when I first started going to that church, he was a Hispanic guy, you know, a good guy. I liked him and everything else. But when I first started going there, they had less than 100 people. And then there was like 300 and something people in there, you know. And him and I were in the back of the church, and he pointed that out to me. He said, look at all these people in here, blah, blah, blah. That's going to mean more money for us, and this and that and everything else. And I was thinking about that. Why did you put more emphasis on what you're going to make with that many people there? But see, that's what pastors of this day and age do. And they show all these people, these pastors that are way down below them, I guess you could say, that, you know, it's okay. It's okay to own 5 and 6 jet airplanes to fly around the world in. You know, it's okay to have $5 and $6 million homes and 365 acres of, you know, backyard and 275 acres in your front yard, and you own this, that, and the other thing. You have any kind of car you want. You know, you got this, you got that. You know, and some of these pastors even brag upon that. Well, I got this. And they're very boastful. Look up in the Bible. Acts is a pretty good place. Just put searches under boastful. There is nothing good in my Father's word about being boastful. There's nothing good to it. So, you know, they're very boastful about what they have, and they act like they're showing you how to get this too. But, you know, you have all these older people that are listening to that, and they're spending their retirement checks and stuff like that on these pastors who are only getting richer and richer because they put, you know, they're trying to do the right thing, you know. They're trying to put their faith in God. Yes, I believe in God. I have faith. I'm going to do this and do that. But at the end of the day, they're not getting anything back. Yet the preachers and pastors and that, they constantly talk to these people about, oh, you can have the world, wrapped around your finger if you just listen to what I say and sow a seed out here and do this and do that. No. The only seed that you have to pay or you have to sow is into the lesser. This is why I spend a lot of time out here too. A lot of people in my status before. I used to be homeless, used to not even have a penny to my name. I will guarantee to you that I am not penniless. I'm not. I found something out. I was speaking a little bit too much about what was going on to me. I am not penniless at all. And it's not in a boastful way. I just don't want people to think I'm out here penniless and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I just don't want to tell anybody what's going on with me. And my father gave that to me. He said a lot of times you let everybody know what's going on with you, and you should not. And so I just stopped talking about what I'm doing, where I'm doing it at. I don't have to draw maps for people. People don't need to hear what's going on with me. You don't need to know. Know that I am fine. It's like my mom. I tell her, hey, I'm fine. It's okay. Whatever she thinks that I'm doing is fine. Just know that I am fine. I'm good. Okay? I'm well within my own skin. I have my Father here, there, and everywhere. I mean, He's everywhere in my life, okay? And my angels are always protecting me no matter what I'm doing or where I am. I just don't want everybody in the world to know my every move and what I'm doing and this and that. They don't need to know it. They don't. So I keep quiet about it. I don't tell everybody. I don't tell anybody. And I found out that in being that type of person as opposed to what I used to do, it's a lot better for me. It has been a lot better for me. I can only leave people to their own imagination of what I'm doing, where I'm doing, how I'm doing. If they want to know, let them ask me. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right. But I don't have to tell them what I'm doing. Nobody. I'm a grown man, okay? Yeah, I have a family. If my mom asks me, I'm doing good. What are you doing? Nah. I don't have to say. They don't have to know. I don't do drugs. I don't sell drugs. I don't do anything illegal. Nothing. Never have. And I never will. I'm almost 58 years old. I told this to a guy the other day. He was asking me. I said, I've gotten to the point in my life where I've never been in jail. I've never done drugs. Never. I talked about smoking weed. Marijuana is not a drug. We were told this, but it's not a drug. Okay? It's a plant. It's a weed. You just take it out of the ground, roll it up into a piece of paper and smoke it. It's not a drug. Okay? It's not. And so you can't put that on that. But I've never done like hardcore drugs or nothing like that. Now, what I can say is marijuana is a gateway. It can be a gateway. If you do marijuana all the time and people say, oh, well, you know, I like the high that I get off of marijuana, but somebody else comes up and says, well, you know, heroin is a lot better of a high. You want to try that out? You know, people that are generally interested in getting high might say, okay, well, I'll take that chance. And then they get addicted to heroin, and there you have it. And a lot of times in this day and age, they put fentanyl in that heroin, and that will actually kill you. I mean, it'll take you out like yesterday's news, okay? So, you know, just have to remember all of that, okay? You know, take it in moderation, exactly for what it is. So anyway, to get back with my story, I always go off into other things, but back with what I was telling you, we are entering a season where my Father is going to take from all these people, all these religions, all these organizations. He's going to take everything back from them to leave them almost penniless. And they will actually, some of them will actually be out here on the street. Not all of them, but some of them, okay? Because people, you know, they have certain things backed up in that, and they got enough to live on for the rest of their life if they have to. But yeah, they're going to be taken care of, a lot of them, and you know, they have things secure enough to where they'll never be on the street. But there are some that have a lot of money right now, and they got it all out of deceit. They will lose everything, and they'll be right out here on the street. But I know within my heart that if I'm just using this as an example, if my Father gave me half of what everything is in the world, I wouldn't have half of what everything is in the world, you know, 100 days later. Why? Because I help people out, and I would help the right people out, not the wrong ones. He has given me discernment to know who the right and who the wrong are, and I choose to do that. Anyways, I want you to know that I love you. I love you right there. Love yourself. Love my Father God. And by all means, love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.